it's JB here with another episode of Career Mode. I think it's about episode 10 or 11 anyway. And welcome along. We've got 2 Premier League games coming up. One away at Leicester City, and then one away and one at home rather to Newcastle. 6, so we're looking for another total of 6 points. We're on a great run at the moment, great run of results. We're doing fantastically well. We stand at third in the table with 25 points. Leicester in 6th place with 20. So 5 points between the 2 clubs as we go to the King Power. Big game in store. Let's get down there straight away and join the action. Welcome to a raucous and boisterous King Power Stadium, as it always is on match days here in Leicester. And Burnley boasts the joint meanest defence with 7 goals conceded along with Tottenham. Leicester, today's opponents, are 4th best with just 12 goals conceded. So it could be a battle of nutrition here for Leicester City today. And Leicester, of course, not a team to be snuffed out. Champions as recent as 3 years ago. Will provide a very stern test for Burnley. It's a very good side. Jakubovic is in goal. Amongst the back 4 is Harry Maguire, who had such a good World Cup. Elder and Pereira as well. Mendy and Amati, 2 players now have been around a little bit. Diabate, Maddison, who's a fantastic player, came from Norwich, and the evergreen Jamie Vardy up front for Leicester. Schmeichel went back once to substitutes this afternoon. Burnley, who have got consistency going in abundance and boundless enthusiasm. Well, Joe Hart is really taking that number 1 spot his own, and at the moment it's the same back 4. And then it's the same midfield 4 as well that have been absolutely superb. Hughes and Defoe especially. And then Volks gets the nod ahead of Ashley Barnes. Mario Balotelli is amongst the substitutes, and he's going to be rested today, as he requested he didn't want to play the game, considering they did play a few decent games, a few tough games. But you've got to keep Mario fresh for the game, and of course Newcastle coming up as well. So Leicester in the blue to get us underway, all in blue. Burnley, of course, in claret and blue, white shorts, white socks. Leicester attacking from right to left, and Burnley left to right. Maddison now for Leicester. Here's Vardy taking it up. Still Jamie Vardy. Into Maddison. Oh, Brighton almost got in there. Maddison again battling for it. Here's Hughes now to take it up for the Clarets, and he's found Robbie Brady here, starting on the left-hand side today. And that's a good ball in there towards Hughes. And Volks is through. And Volks hits the post. And somehow Leicester get it away. Elder knocks it out of play. And Leicester survive. 14 minutes just over gone. 0-0. And Maddison showed too much of that to Gummerton. And look at Barnes through. It's actually Barnes for Burnley. 1-0. It's Ashley. He's done it again. Good ball through from Gudmundsson, and Barnes caresses the ball into the back of the net. Not a prayer that Jakubovic took 1 step too many towards the other side, and when he tried to get back to drive to his left, he couldn't get back in time. And Ashley Barnes strikes again. 3rd goal this season, and what a timely one too. Who needs Mario Balotelli when you've got Barnes and Volks looking in absolute super form this afternoon in the sunshine here in the East Midlands? Here's Vardy. Still Jamie Vardy. Oh, we got 2 past 2 then, but the law of averages said he wasn't going to get anywhere further than 2 defenders. Here's Hughes. And that can find Brady, and it's found him. Good skills by Brady. In towards the 4, he got the better of the defender and forced Jakubovic to make a very good save. Well, we're coming up towards the latter stages of the first half, and so far Leicester really haven't put any good real play together. But here's Diabate now to try and ready it. Oh, that's a foul penalty off the ball incident. The Leicester player was fouled there. It was Luke Shaw. Referee not going to book Luke Shaw. Let's just see who he fouled here. Maddison off the ball. I suppose there's no excuse for that. And Leicester here have a penalty thanks to Luke Shaw's utter stupidity, if you like. Jamie Vardy over the penalty. And Joe Hart can dance across his line here. Can he save it? No, it's a goal for Vardy. Leicester back in the game. And Luke Shaw will hang his head in shame. The mannequin celebration in full effect. But Leicester are level. Cool penalty. Vardy sending Joe Hart the wrong way. And there was never an out as soon as he struck it. He's a very good dead ball specialist, Jamie Vardy, certainly from the penalty spot. And he didn't fail Leicester there. And Leicester are back in this game. And what a time to get it right on the stroke of half time. That's goal number 9 for Vardy, but a number 9 this season. And it brings Leicester level at 1 each. And now Burnley must react very positively to that massive setback which they made for themselves. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Defoe winning that one, and it was a battle royale, and Defoe unfortunately came off second best there, but his intentions were good. And Martin now picking it up for Leicester. Now Maddison. Oh, he's turned nicely there, Diabate. Vardy. And there goes the half-time whistle. So, honours evening at half-time. Burnley took the lead through Ashley Barnes, but then a moment of madness really from Luke Shaw, bringing down James Maddison off the ball, led to a penalty. Vardy converted that penalty, and we've got a half-time situation here at the King Power Stadium of Leicester City 1, Burnley 1. 4 minutes into the second half. Here's Diabate for Leicester. 1-1, remember the score. Gumminson now into Defoe. Good football again from Burnley. Vokes will hit one. Oh my goodness, that was not very far away from Sam Vokes. It was a tremendous hit here by the Welshman. Jakupovic was desperate there, and it just shaved the crossbar probably by a couple of inches there. As we're going to see, I think a substitution being made, but look at that, just shaves the crossbar. And the ball played in. Court gets it out. He came on for Will Hughes, incidentally. Mendy. Still Mendy. Good save by Hart. Mendy again. And Joe Hart plucks it out of the air and gets Burnley on their way. Well, that almost turned into a comeback of all comebacks for Leicester City. Here's Mendy now, who's had the 2 outstanding chances of the game. And again, last-ditch tackles from the Clarets. Vokes to win the next ball. But it's all hands on deck here for Burnley. They've had to defend a little bit here in this period of second half. Here's Maddison. And there's the shot from Diabate, I think. Just flashes wide of the target. And we're going to see Mendy off. And Ndidi on. So the number 24 replaced by the number 25. Substitution for Burnley. Burnley, I think, are out to make a change themselves. And again, this time number 25 is going to come on. Aaron Lennon, and he replaced Johan Berg Gudmundsson, number 7. Well, we're coming towards the last 20 minutes, and Marty picks it up now. Ndidi now takes it up for Leicester. Ndidi. Diabate on the far side. Vardy's in there, side netting. But I think the flag was up for offside anyway. So the goal, in theory, would not have stood. Yeah, just a yard or two in it there. Vardy just didn't time his run well enough. And in the end, he was caught offside. But I think the right decision was indeed made. Danilo now picks it up for Burnley. Quarter of an hour left of this game. Just practically to go. Lennon dispossessed by Elder. Now O'Brien, and Ndidi the substitute. Here's Maddison. Picks the ball up. Now a bit of Leicester defending to be done. Pereira picks up the loose ball, and Marty now takes it up. Now Maddison. Diabate again. Pereira into a Marty. Good football this from Leicester. Sieging on that Burnley goal, but Burnley have a bit of respite, and this is Barnes. That's a good intelligent ball out to the right, and Lennon, that's good cut inside, and Barnes is completely unmarked. It's actually Barnes again. He's done it again. Barnes strikes again. Burnley strike again. It's 2-1. And Ashley Barnes does it again. The Burnley fans are absolutely thrilled to bits, and why not? And look about that. Well, about that. Barnes was virtually on track. by the Leicester defence. He hits it well with his left foot and in she goes. Leicester behind again. Barnes gets a double. 4 for the season. 2-1 Burnley. We're to the closing stages of the game. Here's Madison. B took him down, and I think the referee played an advantage, and I think when the ball goes out of play, Burnley will be spoken to there by the referee. Danilo now trying to get forward here for Burnley. Still Danilo. Oh, he showed too much of that to Elder, but Danilo bites back, gets the tackle in, and Burnley now will be booked for that challenge on Madison a few seconds ago. Madison still furious about it, but the referee had a very good situation. Leicester did have a good attack going. So it's indeed now for Leicester. It's the last throw of the dice. We're into stoppage time almost practically now. It's Marty takes the ball up and he loses possession, and Barnes can bring it away, but it was a poor ball. 3 out of minutes. Leicester now on the verge of a defeat. Burnley look as if they're going to get all 3 points, unless indeed he can conjure up something here for Leicester. Danilo just to knock it away to Lennon, and that should be that, and it is that. Burnley have done it. A double for Ashley Barnes. He decided that a penalty conceded by Luke Shaw off the ball. Vardy took the penalty away right on the stroke of half time, but then Barnes with the winner a quarter and a half from the end has given Burnley all 3 points. A real battle from start to finish in front of a fantastic boisterous crowd here at the King Power. But it's the Burnley fans who celebrate this afternoon. Final score: Leicester 1, Burnley 2. There we are, that's the top of the table. We're playing some nice cosy music in the background to give our videos a bit more of a third dimension from this episode on. But this is the table as it stands. The music is just to give our links in between matches a little bit more realism, and of course it's not copyrighted, so EA or whatever, whoever's in charge won't be able to copyright me. So good music to have this. Anyway, as I was saying, Burnley is a third now, 28 points. It was a very difficult game without Balotelli at Leicester. Leicester do say 6 there. Spurs and Liverpool still out there. Only 3 points between the top 3. Still makes it very interesting. At the wrong end of the table, Manchester United have actually won a game. Their first win in 12 matches. Can you believe that? So they're holding themselves, well, they certainly hold themselves up a place. Anyway, Huddersfield and Cardiff make up the bottom 3. Arsenal still teetering on the brink there. Can you believe it? 2 teams, Arsenal and Manchester United, down there at the moment. It's unbelievable, isn't it? Anyway, let's get back to action now as we take on Newcastle here at Turf Moor for our second of our games. Welcome to a very cold but overcast Turf Moor. Newcastle at the wrong end of the table, but Burnley going well in third. 9 wins and 1 draw from their last 10 games since those first 2 games where they lost to Watford and Southampton respectively. So they're on a fantastic run, 10 unbeaten, as I say, 1 draw and 9 victories. I've really lifted them up to third from rock bottom that's where they were 10 games ago. But they are playing with a real swag and a real confidence and a settled side, and they actually make one change from the result against Leicester last week. Mario Balotelli replaces Sam Vokes, who's not in the 18 at all, but we'll give you a full check, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin will play up front, of course, for Newcastle as well. So just to give you the full lineups then as it follows: Joe Hart in goal, then it's obviously the same back four: Danilo, Tarkowski, me the captain, and Luke Shaw. And then you've got Goodmanson, the 4, Hughes and Brady, 4-4-2 by the way, Balotelli and Barnes up front. And as I say, no place in the 18 rather, for Sam Vokes. Newcastle with Dubravka in goal. Now another back 4 here of Mancurio, Fernandez, Kjaer and Dummett. And then a midfield quartet to Murphy, Key, Aguilar and Kennedy. Muto, the main further attacking midfielder, and Calvert-Lewin, the man up front. As we get underway, Burnley to kick off in claret and blue. Newcastle, of course, in those famous black and white stripes, and Burnley attacking the goal to our right as Danilo tries to play an early ball in, and Danilo gets the ball back once again. Good football here from Burnley. Danilo hits the shot, it's in the post, and still a chance. Goodmanson, what a start for Burnley! It hasn't taken him long, has it? Johan Berg Goodmanson. What a fast start to this game. Goodmanson with the goal. Danilo with the early shot off the post. And Balotelli couldn't finish it off. I think he laid it off to Goodmanson, you know. And with just over 4 minutes gone, Johan Berg Goodmanson gives the Clarets the lead. And Turpmore jumps and is shaking to its very foundations. 5 for the season for him. Burnley lead. Kennedy. Oh, he was tripped. Tarkowski, I think, or was it Danilo? Danilo tripped him. Danilo's going to get a yellow card for that. A little bit reckless there by Danilo. He could be... who got away there. Well, it was the slightest of touches there on Kennedy. Whether that was a yellow card will be debated from there to eternity. Now, at least for sure. But the referee was adamant. And a free kick to Newcastle in a very dangerous position here. What Burnley can't afford is a mistake. Key to take it, the former Swansea man lifts it in. Header not away, and then the ball back, and there's a mistake, and Muto might go in, and he's equalised! Disaster for Burnley! Muto makes it 1-1. And Newcastle hit back within 7 or 8 minutes. Brainless football again from the Clarets. They didn't know what to do from this really. Barnes was backheaded, and then the goalkeeper was caught, and then Tarkowski gave it away stupidly, and Muto, the Japanese player, came in and knocks it past a helpless Joe Hart, and all of a sudden the game is back all square again. Really was brainless football by Burnley. Muto claims his 4th goal of the season. And Burnley and Newcastle are back to where they started. Level pegging 1-1. Wow. We've only had about 14 minutes. We've had it all here. Defoe. Danilo, who's now on a yellow card. And here was his concession of the free kick that led to the mess as Defoe shoots over the bar. This is the equaliser again. Real higgledy-piggledy in the Clarets defence. And Muto said, thank you very much, good night, nurse, and in she went. And Martin de Bruyne now with the kick for Newcastle, rather. 1-1. Dummett. Aguiar. Kennedy. Aguiar again. Back to Kennedy. And Aguiar gets the ball back, and again Burnley a little bit unsure at the back there, and well, in the end Balotelli got it away, but then only as far as Manguillo, and now Murphy takes command. Jacob Murphy ran into short. Burnley really are at 6s and 7s, it has to be said. Here's Key, and he's got a bit of space here to line up the shot. Muto back to Key, and the Japanese international combining there with the South Korean, and it almost paid dividends there for Newcastle. Here's Calvert-Lewin to Murphy. Calvert-Lewin, good first half this. Muto! Well, in the end, drags the shot wide. But Burnley here really are all over the place at the back. It has been a first half of calamities for Burnley in regards to the back line. And they're very fortunate in some respects, only to have conceded the 1 goal that they have, and that's come from Muto. But at the moment, Burnley still level at the moment. Here's Balotelli taking it up. Just showed too much of that to the defender there. Manguillo to Key. Aguiar back to Key. Now Muto lost it to Hughes. In goes to 4. It's a real battle roll now inside the last 4 minutes of normal time at the end of the first half. Muto now for Newcastle. 1 goal now could well be crucial here as we go into the closing stages. Shaw gets it away, but only as far as Key. Calvert-Lewin. This has been a good, positive first half from Newcastle. At the 4 now, winning it now. Of calmness and voice of reason. And now Goodmanson and Balotelli through. It's Balotelli! Oh, that's a superb goal! Balotelli strikes again! It's 2 on Burnley. And that could be the final act of what's been a brilliant first half to see. Burnley in front for the second time. And what a sure right foot shot that was into the left hand corner of the net. The Brocker never stood a prayer. And Burnley going front. Again, for the second time, Balotelli claims his 8th of the season in the league. And Burnley lead by 2-1. Wow! And that was virtually, as the referee blows for half-time, the final kick of the first half. Wow, what a game. What a start. When Gunnarsson get Burnley lead after 4 minutes. Muto equalise after some real comedy errors at the back from the Burnley defence after 14. And then right on the stroke of half-time, Balotelli scored a brilliant goal. And at half-time, it's Burnley 2, Newcastle 1. Well, we're 5 minutes into the second half. Here's Shaw now for Burnley. On to Brady, and look at the space he's got. Robbie Brady now for Burnley. He's got 3 in the middle. 1 is Balotelli. Oh! Should have been 3-1. And he knows it. But Robbie Brady having so much joy down the left-hand side. Got a perfect cross in. And Balotelli just misheaded it. And misguided it just past the wrong side of the Brockers' far near post. And that could have been curtains for Newcastle. And I mean that. And now Newcastle still in the game. They play West Ham incidentally in the next game a week today. But here's Defoe breaking forward. Stephen Defoe pulling the shot wide of the target. It was a good effort. All of 35 yards, but not troubling the Brocker or the Newcastle goal. Well, 10 minutes got in the second half. It's been quite a game so far. Still 2 on Burnley. Close and tight affair, this one. Still could go either way. Manguero to Key to Aguirre, but he's lost it. And now here's Brady having a bit of joy down the left. Still Robbie Brady and still going, but Manguero is there, but he's lost it to Brady. And he was having his shirt tucked there, and a chance for a third, and it's wide from Barnes. Oh my goodness. Burnley playing with a real swagger and should have been 3-1 up. So off comes Defoe. And Jack Cork will now come on for the remaining 25 minutes plus any injury time at the end of the game. We'll flick on towards Barnes. And Guerrero just about getting away with it there for Newcastle. Fernandez. And Guerrero. And that's going to be a Burnley throw. Newcastle fans still in good voice. Brady takes the throw, but it was a poor one. This ball picked up by Ben Mee. He's got Gummerson out on the far side. Now Cork hits the shot and it deflects. So Newcastle. Oh, chance here for Brady! Oh my word! How has he missed that? How unlucky can you get? Brady with all the goal to aim at, and he smacks the crossbar. Burnley about to make a substitution. Hughes races run with 8 minutes to go. Valverde, who hasn't had too many opportunities, will come on. Burnley have a free kick. Balotelli is slightly injured, by the way. Goodmanson. And that was a very strange sort of free kick, that one. And the ball out of play for a throw. Burnley substitution now being confirmed. Shaw. Valverde. Good run in. Valverde! Good save by De Broca. Marvellous goalkeeping by the Newcastle keeper here. Valverde coming on as a substitute First few touches, hits the shot well, and Dubravka, the Newcastle captain, had to get down virtually on the floor and get a hand on that. And we're stretching all the while as Gudmundsson sends the corner in again. Valverde again! Oh, that was going places. Offside against Gudmundsson. Offside. But Valverde again. Newcastle not clearing their lines, hits the shot, and as you can see, Gudmundsson from the initial effort was offside. 3 minutes to go. Burnley nearly there now. It's not been a pretty game. Burnley should have had it won by more than the 2-1 scoreline that they have. But at the end of the day, it's all about 3 points. And Burnley will go to 11 wins and 1 draw from their previous 11 games. Or 10 wins and 1 draw, I should say. And they'll go 11 unbeaten. Muto. Kennedy. Key. Atsu now the substitute. Seconds to go. It's Key. Muto. Deflected away and Burnley make a dog's dinner of it. And the ball goes into touch and there goes the whistle. Wow, what a game we had here. No goals in the second half, but plenty of drama anyway. The goals coming in the first half. Gudmundsson after 4 minutes. Muto after 13. Balotelli striking right at the death of the first half. Brady missed the glorious chance of the second half, and that might go down as missing the season when from 4 yards out managed to hit the crossbar with the whole goal at his mercy, but it did not matter at all. Burnley have done it. They've beaten Newcastle here at Turf Moor by 2 goals to 1. Well, it wasn't pretty, it wasn't easy, but we got the job done and we beat Newcastle by 2 goals to 1. And we're still right up there. 2 points now separating the top 3. Spurs top on 33. Liverpool second with 32. And ourselves on 31 points. We're doing extraordinarily well considering they'd lost our first 2 games. Newcastle, who lost, are in cheap trouble. Manchester United's creeping out towards that bottom 3, but still a point off safety. And a point behind Arsenal are still stuck in 16th place. My goodness, they've lost to Liverpool, I believe. So, well, can you believe that? Unfortunately, though, you may have seen Balotelli get injured. And in fact, he suffered a bruised elbow, so he will miss the game with Santa Clara. But it's not a complete problem because Sam Vokes or Emmanuel Dennis can actually fill in there, so it's not a problem as far as that's concerned. Robbie Brady's pleased as well. We're also setting up youth scouting networks, and we've scouted a future youth star as well, which is always good news. So all in all, it's been a battling 2 games. It hasn't been pretty. It hasn't been easy. We've had some tough times along the way there, but all in all, though, very, very happy with another 6 points for this episode. So that brings us to the end of the episode. Don't forget to join us in the next one, where we conclude November with a home match with Santa Clara in the Europa League, and then we follow it up with an away trip to Crystal Palace. So some big games coming up now in the next few weeks, and of course Milan as well to come on the 13th of December, and what a game that promises to be, even though Burnley are home and host. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget, we now have a Facebook page, www.facebook.com/the JB Claret YouTube channel. You can read all the latest football news, views and interviews, and of course links from all my videos to the channel. So don't forget to join that. Don't forget to leave that a like. If you've enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you want to subscribe, please do. And if you want notifications from the channel, just press the bell, and you'll get first dibs at all our videos, whether it's FIFA content, me where I talk to the camera talking about football, or even our live match commentaries with myself, Chris Whiteman and Russ Vernon. You will get first dibs on all of that. Until next time, have a very good day, and we'll see you for the next episode, which involves Santa Clara and Crystal Palace very soon. Till then, from me, JB, have a wonderful day, and we'll see you for the next episode of this FIFA 19 Burnley Career Mode very soon. Bye.